Let's talk who should and who will start at quarterback for the Vikings. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and feels like we did this a little while ago with Dobbs and Mullens. Now we're switching it up. We're going to talk who should and who will start at quarterback for the Vikings.
Yeah, it's weird. We're right back to this position again, but here we are. And before we talk about that, be sure to subscribe to the channel. But also, one more I gotta say, your Christmas region down below was really trimmed out nicely this Christmas season. How did you do that?
Bulber. I used the Bulber from Happy Nuts. Used some really nice wash there. Got everything nice and tidy. Thank you for asking, and more importantly, thank you for noticing. All courtesy of Happy Nuts.
Yeah, 15 Onebar is a 15% off your promo code. We'll drop a link in the description. And also hashtag Happy Nuts for a giveaway, which we'll probably be doing about a week from now. So hashtag Happy Nuts till we're blue in the face. Not in the
All right, let's do it. Let's talk about the talker. We'll do this in two parts: who should and who we think will start. Obviously, it's between Jaren Hall, rookie, potential phenom quarterback, and Nick Mullens, who sucks.
Nick Mullens. Let's talk about Nick Mullens first, because that's what we're most familiar with. He puts up the yards, but those mistakes are costly. We saw what this offense looked like with Josh Dobbs. We couldn't move the ball. We couldn't put points on the board. We can move the ball. We can put points on the board with Nick Mullens, but we're also giving the ball back multiple times to the other team.
Yeah, here's the whole thing. Nick Mullens, you're supposed to go out there, throw for 220, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, maybe 2 interceptions. And he's doing the opposite of that. I don't care if he's putting up 400 yards. He's giving the ball away. And when you give it away 6 times in 2 games, that's the opposite of what we want from Nick Mullens. Safe plays, stay in the pocket. We know he's a pocket passer, but 6 times is pathetic. That's bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just one thing either. It's a combination of poor reads, bad throws, bad ball placement. I mean, it's just he's making interceptions different ways, so it's hard to fix it because he's making mistakes in multiple areas at the quarterback position.
And the worst part is we were in both of these games. We could have won both of these games. We probably should have won both these games. And he's playing so bad, and like it would have been better if we just got blown out. It's like, what if Jaren Hall was in there? We don't know. I mean, Jaren Hall obviously is the shiny new toy that we know nothing about, but Nick Mullens, and I'm not, and just because we're going off on him doesn't mean we don't think he will start or that he should start, but we just got to be real about him.
Yeah, yeah, and it is what he is. He's a quarterback who makes mistakes, and they're freaking ball busters is what they are.
They are ball busters, but then all of a sudden he makes a beautiful throw. He did have some very good throws that Jaren Hall probably can't make. So he makes a good play, 2 bad plays, just not consistent, very, very inconsistent. And the other thing is just the decision making, like the interception against the Bengals, the other one against who the hell did we play? Lions. I mean, just
the first one was such a bad read,
crazy,
and then
crazy.
Even the last one too. I don't know if you saw the last play to Jefferson. Brandon Paul was standing there basically doing jumping jacks. He was so
bad. Yeah, everybody saw that thing.
Nobody around him, and he's healing. He made his decision as soon as he snapped the ball. It was going to Jefferson no matter what.
Yeah, so, but let's, before we get into Jaren Hall, let's at least talk about our opponent coming up. Like, who's the best fit to play the Packers? Because the Packers have lost to Bryce Young, Tommy DeVito, and Baker Mayfield in the last few weeks. They give up a ton on the ground, and they only have 16 takeaways. So this could be a team that, you know what, maybe Nick Mullens makes sense to go in there, and you just don't throw the ball 30 to 40 times. You run the shit out of the ball and have Nick Mullens play very, very safe, conservative type of quarterback. And if that's the quarterback, then I would go for Nick Mullens.
Well, I don't think Nick Mullens can be safe and conservative, and I don't think it matters.
The play calling.
The Packers defense is so bad right now. They're giving 300 yards to basically anybody who's playing quarterback. So this also may be the perfect game for Jaren Hall to come in and get his feet wet because this defense is ass right now.
Well, yeah. So let's talk Jaren Hall. The biggest concern with Jaren Hall, obviously, he's a 5th round rookie, and he's going to make 5th round rookie mistakes.
Nick Mullens is a 12th year journeyman. He's making 5th round rookie mistakes. So to me, with Jaren Hall, like, we can all say what we want. We need to make a change, whatever. We don't know what they're seeing in practice. We don't know what he's looking like. We only saw him for 1.5 drives. So we don't really know as much as the coaching staff does how he's progressing, where he is, and how his offense looks when he's running it. So we don't know that. That being said, it may not matter to a lot of fans, especially if you go by our post game. Everybody's ready to make a change.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's ready to make a change. It's the easy talker. I mean, it's just like put it in someone else. We've done it every time, and it just never seems to work. We go to Dobbs, we go to Mullens, now we're gonna go to Jaren Hall. Like, it hasn't worked yet. But with Jaren Hall, we don't know what we got. So I mean, what's there to lose? What is there to lose besides absolutely nothing? I mean, I think Hall could come in. He gives you that type of Josh Dobbs game where the Packers don't know what to expect, and he makes some crazy ass plays just because they haven't seen Jaren Hall, and he gives us an advantage right there. Why not? I mean,
and he can run too. I mean, the guy can make plays with his legs, which is a huge factor. Nick Mullens can't do that. I don't know if he can even walk. So yeah, Jaren Hall gets a little bit of an X factor there. So I mean, should we try to start answering who should and who will?
Well, I think the main thing is whoever we go with, even if it's a Jaren Hall, like it's gonna take a miracle for the Vikings really to go anywhere as far as moving forward. So it's more for entertainment purposes at this point. Yeah, there's still a chance we can make the playoffs. Maybe Jaren Hall gives us the best chance, but neither of these guys are going to be a savior. 0%.
Well, you got to factor in the injuries that we just suffered. TJ Watt out for the year. TJ Hawkinson, who knows, probably out till halfway through next year. So Jordan Addison, I'm not sure what the status is on him, but you're a very injured team right now. You're just going to be backups of backups in there against the Packers. I know you're still alive in the playoffs, but really, I mean, to me, this screams like a great chance to just go with Jaren Hall.
Is that your answer? Who should start?
I think Jaren Hall should start. I've seen Nick Mullens enough. I don't know what else I need to see. The interceptions are just absolute backbreakers. I think Jaren Hall should start. I mean, how worse can it get? I mean, we said that before with Drew Smia, and it can always get worse. But at this point, you know what? Playoffs are a long shot. If you lose, you need to get a better draft pick. So it's a win-win.
Lupagus is already going on the draft pick scenario.
I know. I waited until 2 weeks left. I waited until 2 weeks
right
left.
Now, Vikings right now, if we beat the Packers, we go up to 50% chance of making the playoffs. So that's a pretty good percentage. We got to beat the Packers. And yeah, who should start? Jaren Hall. But as long as the coaching staff is like, look, Jaren, we're not putting you in there to be the savior. Go out there and make some plays and have fun. Like, we don't want this guy to get absolutely annihilated by Rashawn Gary or Preston, whoever, and then just be like, oh, you just lost us the playoffs. Like, there's got to be some sort of, like, you know what? Go out there and have fun.
I don't think they'd say it to him. You lost us the playoffs.
Well, he would. Whoever, if we lose this game, whoever the quarterback is, loses us the playoffs.
Well, we've lost it plenty of times prior to this. So here's the question. Who will start? I don't know. This one's tough for me because you look at KOC's, I mean, his track record, you'd probably say he just can roll with the veteran again. But man, he wasn't very happy in the post-game press conference with Nick Mullens. Didn't have a lot of nice things to say. And just reading his body language and the way he was talking, I wouldn't be surprised if he did make the move.
Yeah, I don't think anybody, you could just flip a coin. I mean, who will start? Who knows? I mean, I still there's part of me that thinks KOC is so conservative and so lame that he's just going to trot Mullens out there just because the Packers give so much up on the ground, and you just can go out like, you know what, play safe ball, whatever. Don't throw it. You're not allowed to throw it more than 3 yards, damn it. If you throw it more than 3 yards, you're getting cut tomorrow. So he could go that route where it's just like run the ball, play safe. I hope not. I hope it's Jaren Hall. Why not? But if I had to bet your pee-pee on it, I would actually say he's going to stick with Mullens. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, you said it's a coin toss. It's 50-50. I don't know at this point who he's going to go with. I'm going to lean that he's going to go Jaren Hall by a pube here. Again, we should find out tomorrow. I think they announced it Wednesdays the last couple of weeks. We didn't know who's going to be quarterback. So I think it will be Jaren Hall. And why the hell not at this point?
Well, there's rumblings out there. Do you want to believe them or not? Saying that KOC is leaning towards maybe making the switch to Hall. Hopefully we see that sooner than later. Let us know in the comments who you think should start and who you think will start.
Hashtag Happy Nuts. And don't forget this. It is estimated that Earth's helium supply will have run out by 2030 and a party balloon will cost you $90.